Browns are getting an indoor stadium, it sets me off.
Obviously.
It does.
That's right. It's time we once again get fired up and kick off the Damn Sports Show, presented by Real Sports Cards in Waupun. A show that's as honest and self-aware as their hosts, Wally Lukachinsky.
I don't think the out-of-towners are going to be too excited and ready for this. That's all I know.
And of course, we can count on Ashley to keep them in check. She just might be the biggest Taylor Swift fan at the station.
They are champagne.
Shout out Taylor Swift.
Oh, give me a break.
It's hard to tell. They cover everything: Titletown, pro, college, and high school sports around South Central Wisconsin. Even if it's the Wisconsin Badgers, for better or worse.
Talk about how bad the Badgers are. Bring the sadness. Another year that they fail to make the Sweet 16. Another year they don't get to a bowl. It's a disaster in Camp Randall.
Catch it all on 1430 ESPN Beaver Dam, Daily Dodge TV, and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Hello and welcome into the Damn Sports Show here on 1430 ESPN Beaver Dam and Daily Dodge TV. We are back from the Dodge County Fair, and with that, we have a busy slate of shows this week as the high school sports season is well underway. We have nonstop pushing for the postseason from the best baseball team in the MLB right now, the Milwaukee Brewers, at least have the best record at the very least. And of course, we are one preseason game that is standing between us and regular season NFL football. It is a great day to be alive. But first, before we get going here with the show that's going to include a new recurring guest in Ryan Gerber, who's going to start joining us on Tuesdays from about 4:30 to 4:45 to gab a little bit about what's going on over there at Beaver Dam High School. And on top of that, maybe get some wide-scoping questions from the high school sports landscape that nobody other than an athletic director would be able to hammer that out and give us all the information we need. But we're also going for a little bit of a time here, going to have a lot of different teammates from this station jumping on at different spots in the shows, filling in our fourth segment, because Ashley is going to be taking a little bit of time away from the show, but we look very, very much forward to us welcoming back the best co-host in the world. I love you, Dobes. You're the best. We will see you very soon. But in the meantime, we're going to have Wade Bates joining us, who is another guy like Ryan Gerber that is always locked in on everything high school athletics here in the state of Wisconsin, especially right here in South Central Wisconsin. And then we have a special debut to end the show today, as Sheri Sackett is going to make her ESPN Beaver Dam debut with us here on the Damn Sports Show. Last but not least, shout out to Aiden Voigt, who's going to be stepping up, being my producer again for a little while here. So shout out to the big man upstairs making things happen and making sure we sound good. Okay, with all of that housekeeping out of the way, I have to address the elephant in the room, because if this is the first time you are seeing me since Saturday night at Radio Park Rumble 3 right there at Good Karma Park, you will see now that the man before you, the host before you, is a little less hairy than he was. Because the Scumbag Army fell short, I fell short on Saturday night against the Baker boys in Wade Bates. I got my head and facial hair shaved in the ring. First of all, looking back, we've talked a little bit about it on the morning show with Wade. Kind of saw red for a little bit. And I have grown up enough to tell you that I made a mistake. I see the errors of my ways. I didn't realize until I got in the ring, when I was standing next to these guys, first of all, how big they are, how athletic they are. I always thought that they were these big, slow guys. I get in the ring, these guys are moving. And the Scumbag Army, I do got to give a shout out to Tom Heisman and BOW, because they did do their best to make me the victor. In fact, for a short, and I mean short, it felt like a 10-second bit of relief, of glee. We had thought we had won the match. I saw 4 wrestlers down, laying outside the ring, and then out of nowhere, Papa Baker comes strolling into the ring. He grabs, he's up there grabbing the ropes, he's shouting at his boys, and the wires crossed to my brain, everything going over the last 3 months. really caught up to me, and I thought to myself, I can make this end right now. And I took a chair, hit Papa Baker, regret it now. But thankfully, my teammate here, my boss, Wade Bates, while I'm trying to take another swing at Papa Baker, again, I kind of just blacked out. He pulls it out of my hands. Luckily, that was the last I was involved until I'm getting my body pulled and frayed back into the ring. And luckily, at the end of it, they showed a lot of grace. I had been talking some guff here in Dodge County, about the Baker boys. I see the error of my ways. Credit to me. Big man Wally here. He sees the errors of his ways. I apologize to them on the stage or right there in the ring. We all cheers. We pop a beverage together. And even though I looked like an idiot for the rest of the night, because by the way, these guys are fantastic wrestlers. They're fantastic performers. Wade is a fantastic boss. What they're not fantastic at is shaving a dude's head. They left me looking like a spotted leopard with these gaps all over. My mustache was basically still half on. I had to go home and shave the head. And coincidentally, now I'm walking around town. People don't know me. They don't recognize me. And I have glasses now. I have officially become a part of the glasses train. I had been getting beat down for months by Ashley Dobrzinski telling me I have to go to the eye doctor. Your eyes are bad. All this nonsense. She forced me to go get my eyes checked, get in there, and turns out they've got this like AI thing. Covers one eye, covers the other. When it covered my left eye, I was like, wow, you know what? Right eye's going a little bit more than I realized it was. When I flipped it over and went to the left, I literally vocally just go, oh my God. And the AI voice goes, do not be afraid. But I'm not afraid. I just can't see anything. So I'm officially looking like my old man, Fred Luke, back home, back in the friendly confines of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, but looking very much like him. So I'm going to tell myself that is a very, very good thing. But seriously, huge shout out to Frozen Tundra Wrestling, everybody that helped make this event come to be. We had so much fun. It was a blast to put on. If you're interested in going back and watching Radio Park Rumble 3, there is going to be the updated clean version that you can see without the buffering, because while you're out there at Radio Park Rumble or right there at Good Karma Park, you got 10,000 plus people. The connection can be a little spotty, so we upload a clean one. That'll be out here in the next 24, 48 hours or so, and you will be able to watch me in all my glory go from being what felt like a champion to very much a backside of a donkey. And I can accept that. With that being said, one person that was thrilled to see me get my hair shaved, look like the bozo, is Tom from Real Sports Cards. And Tom from Real Sports Cards, he's going to actually be in our ESPN Wisconsin Fantasy Football League that we're drafting on Thursday. I'll be sure to share results and all the exciting things with that. Eric Halfman, the defending champion of the league. He will not be defending 2 times in a row. He will fall short this year. But if you're looking for a one-stop shop for all things sports cards, head on over to Real Sports Cards in Waupun or check out their app. Whether you're into live breaks, streaming right there on the app, you can grab individual cards on the go. You can be a part of a group and watch for your favorite players and teams as the packs get opened. Just go to the Apple or Google Play Store, look for the orange logo, and take your collection to the next level with Real Sports Cards, your local resource for all things sports cards, Pokemon cards, and more. Very excited to get out there with everybody that signed up for that league. I'm going to be drafting. Wade Bates is going to be doing the Damn Sports Show with me live from Potawatomi Sportsbook in Milwaukee when we get to Thursday night. Same time, same place. Nothing different for you guys at home that are listening. We'll get that all squared away, sounding and looking good out there at Potto. But here in a few moments, if we are going to actually rain check David Brandenburg today, we're going to try to get him on tomorrow's show once we're able to get that busy man over there with all the beautiful weather we've had. The course looks wonderful. Rolling Meadows Golf Course right there south side of Fond du Lac. Get on out there. I mean, 3 9-hole courses, 27 holes, fantastic food. They've got great service, and then they've got a little bit for everybody. It doesn't matter how good you are at golf. You're going to be able to survive when you get over there and start looking at the Rolling Meadows Golf Course facilities. One other piece of housekeeping before we do go to break. Come back and we will welcome on Wade Bates to talk a little Beaver Dam High School prep action. You're going to have a chance to watch some of that or listen to it this Friday night as the Golden Beavers try to get to 2-0 as they welcome in Menominee Falls to Beaver Dam at 7 o'clock. We'll have coverage starting at 6:40 on Daily Dodge TV and 14:30 ESPN Beaver Dam. Wow, my bad. That's what happens when you do a solo show. I can't turn the head too fast. But you're going to be able to see that. Beaver Dam looking to get another matchup get a revenge tour, so to speak, as Menominee Falls got the better of Beaver Dam last year. But the Golden Beavers last year scoring 3 touchdowns via defense and special teams. It's usually a recipe for success and a win. Unfortunately, last year they weren't able to do it, but this year's team already coming out feeling like they have an identity set after that Watertown victory. You beat your rivals in the opening night. And frankly, the 35-13 score doesn't really tell the full story because this was a Golden Beavers team that scored a touchdown each of their 5 possessions in the game, had a 35-0 lead before Watertown. They did play much better offensively in the second half. Problem was it was too little too late. Running clock had already set in, and the ones for Watertown scored a touchdown drive, but the Golden Beavers made them work for it. Took over 12 minutes off the clock, and then the Goslings were able to score a touchdown with 13 seconds left. Otherwise, you're looking at a Golden Beavers team that had a running clock on their arch rival on the road before what is going to be a very, very difficult schedule as they transition into this new conference. But we're going to step aside for a break. When we come back, Wade Bates, the man, the himself, is going to be joining me, and we will be talking a little Golden Beavers football, a little tennis, maybe some soccer, maybe we'll get into some volleyball too. That's next here on the Damn Sports Show.
Join Hometown Glass and Improvement Thursday, September 3rd in Beaver Dam. Enjoy the WBEV Brat Fry from 11 to 1, just $2 for a brat and a drink, and register to win amazing prizes like a North Central Door garage door, an opener, a Richland patio door, a Lindsay patio door, 5 Lindsay windows, and gas cards. Meet the reps, enjoy Hometown's hospitality, and register for the final $4,000 Brat Fry Summer Sweepstakes drawing. Hometown Glass and Improvement, just east of Beaver Dam off Highway 33.
You almost wonder with Mizorowski if he's able to set guys up with his fastball and take a little off and then run it up there at 102 and run it by him. 2-2, and that's what he did. Fastball at 100 right past Alonso, who swung through it and started walking back to the dugout and said a word I can't say on the radio. And Bowers sends one out to center, racing back his hill at the track. Wall, grand slam! This is Lane Grindle. Your home for Milwaukee Brewers baseball is 95.3 WBEV.
Prairie Ridge Health offers an array of trusted healthcare providers and services for everyone in your family. From routine checkups and specialty services to inpatient care at our hospital just off Highway 151 in Columbus, we make it easy to get the care you need close to home. Come see us in Columbus, Beaver Dam, Sun Prairie, and Marshall. Schedule today at prairieridge.health or call 920-623-1200. Prairie Ridge Health, inspired by you.
Every financial journey is different. At M People Credit Union, they're committed to helping you reach your destination on your terms. Whether you need marketing leading rates that help you reach your financial destination faster, financial guidance to help you navigate your path, or digital tools that let you manage your accounts from anywhere, you can do things your own way, but you don't have to do them alone. Learn more at mpeople.com. That's EMPEOPLE.com. Federally insured by NCUA.
Need to upgrade your appliances but don't want to pay for them all at once? I'm Josh Schneider from Silica for Your Home. During LG Days, you can buy now with 18 months 0% financing. That's no interest till 2028. Plus, get up to $500 back on qualifying LG appliances and free delivery and installation on hundreds of LG models. Don't miss the LG Days savings event now through August 26th at Silica for Your Home in Fond du Lac, Beaver Dam, Watertown, and ShopSilica.com.
10 years strong and proud to call the Beaver Dam area home. For a decade, JB Mechanical has been helping local homes and businesses stay comfortable through every season. And they've done more than just keep the temperature right. They've been proud to serve, support, and grow right alongside the community. From heating and cooling to indoor air quality, JB Mechanical is your local team for honest service, quality workmanship, and community pride. Here's to 10 great years and many more to come. Visit jbmechllc.com. JB Mechanical, a proud trained dealer.
Step into a world so fine, shiny floors that truly shine, tiles and wood you'll adore, get it all at Professional Floor. Showers, blinds, counters too, everything just like brand new. They've got what you're looking for, only here at Professional Floor.
Okay, full disclosure, we still don't sing here, but since I've got the mic, let me drop some knowledge. At Professional Floor Covering, we've got the best brands and styles for every project. Whether you're looking for cabinets, blinds, flooring, or more, we're here to make your home look amazing. Check out our showroom to explore our wide range of luxury vinyl plank flooring. Need a bathroom makeover? We've got custom marble and ceramic showers and countertops to elevate your space. And if you're thinking kitchen upgrade, our cabinet and porcelain tile selection is top notch. Take a look online at proflr.com and stop in to visit us at 713 Park Avenue. Time to hand the mic back.
Stay tuned to the Damn Sports Show, brought to you by Real Sports Cards in Waupun. Get the inside look at Beaver Dam High School athletics, weekdays at 4 on 1430 ESPN Beaver Dam.
And welcome back to the Damn Sports Show here on 1430 ESPN Beaver Dam and Daily Dodge TV. Wade Bates is in the building. Wade, it's like unique to have you on the show, but today's a special day to have you on.
It is a special day, Wally, because we didn't have a show yesterday because we had fair cleanup and you had some other responsibilities, but you are looking very aerodynamic today, Wally. Let me just say that. Let me just say the good guys won, Wally.
They did.
The Baker boys, I don't know what you were thinking, but the Baker boys came through, and people got to check the socials because your head was shaved in front of thousands of people at the Dodge County Fair Good Karma Park.
I mean, my mom has a lock of hair right now, Wade.
Did she take it?
She took a lock. I have no idea what the hell she plans on doing with it, but she has a lock of my hair from this fight. And, man, you know, it's almost like a come to Jesus moment because for the last 3 months I've been talking bad on these guys, and it took me being, like, actually there in the ring with these to understand what these guys actually were. My bad. I'm just saying that. That's on me.
Did you see when, for a split second there, for like about a 3-4 minute run, it looked like the Scumbag Army had won, and the crowd was just irate.
Yeah, I blacked out. Like, I literally was, I'm not proud of it now looking back.
Okay.
But I see the moment. All 4 guys are down. Papa Baker, for whatever reason, gets in the ring. And I'm like, he's got his back turned to me. I'm going to grab the chair. I'm going to hit him. I've seen this on TV. I can do this. And so I drill him. And then I'm like, Wade's going to get his head shaved. Thank God you came in and took the chair from me.
I'm just like, your dad. Fred Luke was looking up. You think, Wally, this is my son. I'm like, I'm gonna take the role right here. It would have been if Fred would have come up and taken the chair from you.
Well, if he came in the ring, the way I was seeing Red, he might have taken a chair shot himself that night.
Yeah, I'm glad I got it from behind. And then there you go. Wally, 1, 2, 3 after a few things. The Baker boys ended up winning. The crowd cheered. Wally got his head and his mustache shaved, and all's right in the world.
I will say I was a nervous wreck at the very end because you guys are all big guys, and you're circling around me. You cut the hair, and I was worried that it wasn't going to stop there, that I was going to get roughed up or something, but you guys were wonderful sports about it. We all got to share a drink and shake hands, and I appreciate that we can kind of get back to normal here a little bit.
Yeah, so we made peace for now, Wally.
We made peace for now. Who knows what happens?
Now we have to, because you have high school football. Me and you, we kept it together in the booth to watch Beaver Dam beat Watertown 35-13 in their opener last Friday night. They got Menominee Falls coming to town this week.
They do. And last year we got to see that Menominee Falls team, a lot of athletes, a very, very quick group themselves, and were able to get a lot of success on the ground. But the Beavers, that was when the Wild Beaver kind of got a late drop in for the first time. And it was where that team really kind of felt like it was establishing an identity. We saw the Wild Beaver right away against Watertown, Wade, and I'm curious because that was almost a perfect game for the Beavers. What were your first impressions of this team this year?
Well, they scored every time they had the ball until the last possession of the game, and
you have twos in there. At that
and I talked to Coach Brock Lindy earlier today too. Because you looked at it, and I mean, you saw the Wild Beaver. It was Brock Hiley's first time as the guy, as the tailback. Ashton Seifert had 3 touches and 2 touchdowns. When it comes to in the backfield, Jax Ladrin got a couple series, threw a couple of nice passes, including an impressive touchdown pass, and Landon Paminter made a couple of spectacular catches. And the offense, I think, is going to be pretty good this year.
I do too.
Defensively, we looked at them, and Cole Hemling and Brock talked about this. A lot of people talk about his kicking. He was unbelievable and setting the edge and getting the feet out, getting his hands in the air, got a couple tips, really pressured the quarterback last week. And you had Sharon on the other side. Guys in the middle got decent pressure as well. They just got to finish. And the Beaver team looks pretty good. Much bigger test this weekend. Menominee Falls, 7 guys back on offense, 9 guys back on defense. Their defense is pretty stout. The offense had zipped around 4 touchdown passes. They had a 100-yard rusher. So big test at Durleith on Friday night.
It's a big test, and this is also important to mention. We've talked about it on the broadcast, but this is the second year of the system where these non-conference games matter. This is an important game.
Especially because it's a Division II team you're playing. You got a victory over an upper division team like Watertown last week. Watertown's probably not going to make the playoffs this year. But Menominee Falls is a playoff team, so they're going to win some games. They're in the North Shore this year now, and that's going to be an interesting team to watch. So you want Menominee, you want to beat Menominee Falls. Menominee Falls wants to beat Beaver Dam, but then they both want to root for each other because these two teams are expected to be, okay. And then it helps you in your playoff standings.
Yeah, and it's putting the cart in front of the horse. But if you win this game for either of these teams, you are in so much of a better position to make the playoffs as you go into conference play. All of a sudden, then you're actually playing in front of things. I feel like last year, the Golden Beavers, if we remember at the end of the season, they were like the bubble team.
Yeah, they were the last team in.
They were the bubble team. They were the last team to get in. And you can really mitigate that if you win these games early in the season. Last year, they struggled to do that. This year, they're confident that they're going to be able to really establish that identity early in the season.
Yeah, so lots going on with football. And then, the rest of the Beaver Dam teams are in action. Girls golf has been in action. They've shown some great individual performances. McKenna Nelson, some of the younger kids. Mia Nortman's been playing some good ball. Ellie, playing some. Can I say ball?
Yeah, it's golf ball, right?
Yeah, Ellie Klug has been there as well, and they've had a couple of other kids as well step up and have decent. Marissa Myers is on that varsity team doing good things there. And John Nortman, as we've seen over the last couple of years, his teams get better as the year goes along.
Well, and then you have somebody like a McKenna Nelson who's going into her senior year too. You can lean on that leadership in a big way over there with that group as well. But it's not just golf either. I know that we have tennis that they're really getting into their things right now. Yeah. Soccer's coming up as well, Wade.
Yeah, girls tennis, they hosted like an invite early on, and they struggled a little bit, but they've won some matches here. They went over to the Fox Valley last weekend and picked up some wins. If you can beat FVA schools, that's pretty good. So Ryan Radig, who I had a chance to talk to earlier today as well, they've shown some improvement even since the season has started. So it's going to be fun to take a look at that team. And then you have boys soccer today playing as we speak against Menasha. And girls volleyball is over at Waupun Central Wisconsin Christian with a quad here today as well. So I know you talk to Ryan Gerber regularly. He's probably much more versed than me, but everything's going now. Everything's got games cross country. Gets going this weekend as well over in West Bend.
Well, yeah, and you bring up Ryan Gerber. He's going to be a full-time member of the show as we work in the fall. He's going to be coming on Tuesdays every day, or every Tuesday. Wait, I get it out of my mouth. At 4:30, and he's going to be talking about what's going on. But we're going to also have some broad topics, too. We're going to be talking about what NIL looks like at the high school game, some other questions that maybe don't typically come up on Inside BDHS athletics and activities. So I'm very excited for that. But you mentioned volleyball. We're going to have a broadcast of them coming up quite a bit as well. It's Summer Salatil's first year as head coach.
Yeah, she has been an assistant, obviously a Beaver Dam grad. She teaches elementary school in the district, and exciting stuff there with the girls volleyball team. We'll do maybe a more in-depth preview, but they've got a nice mix of younger talent and upperclassmen this year, and it'll be nice to see how they mesh with that squad. Again, they'll play 3-game matches today, so we'll see what happens. We'll have their broadcast next week. They have Mauston coming to town next Tuesday night. That's on Daily Dodge TV. Boys soccer at Menasha today. They open up next week, their home schedule as well. So we have a doubleheader 5 o'clock, 7 o'clock doubleheader next week of boys soccer and girls volleyball.
And when you're going to be boots on the ground for both of those, I believe, right?
Yes, I'll be doing the soccer game, and then we'll have to zip over and get to the volleyball game at 7.
That's perfect. You and I will be working that. But Wade, I'm looking forward to having you on the Damn Sports Show more. This is going to be a lot of fun. But thanks for giving us some time. I'm really excited to talk preps with you this year.
It's going to be a fun year. Good teams across the board.
All right, we'll be back with more of the Damn Sports Show. Ryan Gerber coming up right after the break here on 1430 ESPN Beaver Dam.
Hey, this is Kurt Grunwald from Beaver Dam Youth Football. You're listening to 1430 ESPN, home of the Golden Beavers.
This Daily Dodge News update is brought to you by Prairie Ridge Health. They offer routine checkups and specialty services and inpatient care at the hospital just off Highway 151 in Columbus. Learn more at prairieridge.health.
An 83-year-old town of Polkman died after a two-vehicle crash Sunday morning in Richfield. The Dodge County Fair's meat animal sale brought in about $597,000 this year. That's up from about $425,000 last year. The AAUW will host a disability awareness event September 9th at the Beaver Dam Area Community Theater. The free event will feature a panel discussion and performances by disability advocate Martha Saravo. A proposed 190-mile, 760-kilovolt transmission line could cross Dodge County. Governor Tony Evers is criticizing President Donald Trump over tariffs and trade tensions with Canada. The Fox Lake Living Hope Food Pantry has received a Beaver Dam Foundation grant. The money will help fund a new canopy for the pantry's van. With your ESPN News, I'm Allison Beggs.
That was the Daily Dodge News Update brought to you by Prairie Ridge Health. They make it easy to get the care you need, close to home. Learn more about their services and locations at prairieridge.health.
It starts with a spin. And suddenly, you're not just looking at a screen. You're looking at your winnings. But what would you do with them? Imagine a bubbling private oasis. No noise, no schedule. Just you and the view. From imagination to celebration. What would you do with your winnings? Find out today at Ho-Chunk Gaming Medicine.
Ho-Chunk Gaming Medicine.
The Columbus Family Dental Mystery Player is back for the 2026 baseball season. Listen to Milwaukee Baseball every Sunday on 95.3 WBEV, and we'll announce who the mystery player of the game is. Then the following business day at 8:15 during the WBEV Morning Show, if you're the correct caller who can identify the mystery player, you'll win a pair of tickets to see a game in Milwaukee. It's the Columbus Family Dental Mystery Baseball Player of the Game all season long on 95.3 WBEV.
Your ambition just met its match with Robinhood. You push yourself in everything you do, scanning headlines for insights, keeping an eye on the market. Robinhood puts you in control of your money, all on one platform. You expect more from yourself. Expect more from your money. Get started today at Robinhood.com/yourmoney. Again, that's Robinhood.com/yourmoney. Your money, your move.
Hey, it's Kirk Herbstreit. When it's game time, you need a good playbook, especially in the kitchen. Because when a crowd wants wings, fresh pizza, and mouth-watering sliders, you better have options in your kitchen.
With Frigidaire range, you get over 15 cooking modes, including stone-baked pizza, air fry, and air sous vide. Your game time MVP combo built right into your oven. Available at the Home Depot. How doers get more done.
This show's all about accountability. It's the one and only Damn Sports Show, presented by Real Sports Cards in Waupun. Live every weekday afternoon on Daily Dodge TV and 1430 ESPN Beaver Dam.
And welcome back to the Damn Sports Show here on 1430 ESPN Beaver Dam and Daily Dodge TV. I am very excited this school year that we are going to be talking a lot more to this next guest. It's none other than Ryan Gerber, the athletic director with Beaver Dam High School. And Ryan, first of all, welcome to the show. This is going to feel like a weird first question, but have you seen the Packers' alternate uniforms yet?
What's going on, Wally? Yeah, that is definitely a weird question, but I appreciate that. No, I haven't seen their new alternate uniforms.
You're going to have to throw a Google and text me later because I half expected you to send a cease and desist. I thought that they were just being the professional Beaver Dam Golden Beavers after I saw them.
The Packers haven't had a really good history of alternate uniforms. I think they should probably just stick to their greens and whites. But that's neither here nor there. I'm more of a Badger fan, so I'm really jacked up for the Badgers bringing back the red helmets at Lambeau coming up against Notre Dame.
Do they have a shot? Before we jump into high school stuff, like where's your confidence at going into the season where you have to start against one of these Hercules teams like Notre Dame?
Look, here's the deal. Notre Dame's ranked 4 in the country. They bring everybody back. They're going to talk about a chip on their shoulders. Notre Dame's going to come out, and they're going to punch us in the mouth. It's how we react. I think this is the first year that Fickle's had a team that's his guys, and I think they're really going to punch back. It's early in the year. Notre Dame typically doesn't start off great at the beginning of the seasons, and I'm a fan, man. You got to have optimism early in the year, so I'm going to put it at a 6. They got to show me, but hey, anything can happen early in the year. The magic of Lambeau, and I think the Badgers are going to be greatly improved this year.
I completely agree. I think that this is the first time since I've been up here. I'm actually kind of excited to watch the Badgers because before I was kind of doing it for my job, Ryan, and it was like oh my gosh, like I really got to turn this on. They're going to lose by 38 to Alabama. I think that there's a legitimate shot that could shock the world against Notre Dame from Lambeau. Legitimate shot.
And we'll see. A lot of things have to come into place. Obviously, the quarterback position is going to be better, and their offensive line hopefully will be better. They've added a ton of resources into the program, so we'll see. But I like our chances this year. I haven't personally had 8 wins this year. With the potential to get to 9, but again, it'll depend on how they come out and fight Notre Dame. And this is a game we've all wanted for so long, and I think Badger fans are going to show out, and it's going to be a good environment.
It's going to be a great environment there, and I know it's going to be a great environment over there at Durleith Field on Friday night because, Ryan, football's back. The Golden Beavers have already got a win against arch rival in Watertown. I'd love to ask you just a little bit, going into this fall season, I know you're around these sports teams so often. Is there something that gets you a little extra fired up this time of year as we get fall sports and the kids back in school?
Well, you just said it, getting the kids back in school and getting activities going again. That's the exciting part. Today is really, it feels like opening day because we have 4 teams on the road. Volleyball is getting started, cross country. They just came in. They were lifting. They're going to go out for a run now. Tennis is on the road today. Golf, they won their invite today out at Baraboo, beating 17 other schools. So swimming is right around the corner. So what gets me excited is getting kids back in the building, getting kids active in activities, and getting to show out. We're really proud of our Golden Beavers, and they've had great years the last couple of years. Every year I've been here, I've been fortunate enough to see a lot of success, and I feel like with the coaches we have and the kids we have participating, it's going to be another championship season.
Well, and I'm going to hit on all these teams, but we talked with football first just because when I get here, that's my baby. Football's my bread and butter, what I love more than anything. We've been so spoiled this last few years, couple really fun seasons, couple playoff runs, and the way the new system works now, Ryan, the football season really starts week 1, where before non-conference really didn't mean all that much. Now all of a sudden, games like this on Friday against Menominee Falls this is a game that can make or break getting into a postseason depending on how things shake out.
Absolutely. And Menominee Falls, when we scheduled them, they had been coming off a couple seasons where they were struggling for wins. And what do you know? We get them on the schedule, and all of a sudden they've become a small juggernaut over there. Yep. They play in a tough league, and if we're fortunate enough to be able to pull off a win, we know that they're going to get wins, so we're going to get the benefit of that. So this is, like you said, a really important game. It has major playoff implications. You saw last year we got into the playoffs not with a winning record, but because of the teams we played, the record those teams had, that vaulted us into the playoffs. So you're really rewarded by playing good teams or bigger schools than you. And I think Coach Lindy's done a tremendous job going out and saying, you know what, Menominee Falls, that's a bigger school, a tough school, and we're going to put them on our schedule. And we're going to see how good we are right away first thing in the regular season.
It was so cool, too. I know that one of the unfortunate parts with sports is injuries happen. I imagine you were like us last week, too, where it wasn't a touchdown, it was a 2-point conversion. But being able to see guys like Brock Hiley, who are just great kids, they work so hard, be able to overcome an injury like that and come back and play like that, that's got to be something that you beam with pride every time you walk around and you see how hard these kids work every day, regardless of what sport they play.
I was absolutely sick when he got hurt last year, and the season he was having. And, fortunately, he was able to get that taken care of right away and healed up, and he looked amazing. I think he only ended up having 14 carries because they just dominated the line of scrimmage and opened up such big holes that they really had their way with Watertown. But he looked good. I was happy to see him come back. I was happy to see a lot of guys that are a little tweaked right now in the early part of the season get the reps in and then get out of there and get some young guys some reps, especially in a rivalry game. And before I continue on, I got to say kudos to Watertown. When we came back to the Badger Conference, one of the first things that we recognized is that Watertown was going to be in the large and we were going to be in the small. They did not have to play us. They did not have to put us on the schedule as a non-conference. And we talked about it as ADs, we talked about it as coaches, and we said, look, this is a rivalry that's met up 104 times, and it's worth keeping on the schedule. So, kudos to them for working it out with us to keep this on the schedule, and you got to love a rivalry to start the year off.
Is that something that we know is going to be something that we're going to be able to keep going for the long haul, or is this kind of a year-by-year basis right now?
So every time we schedule non-conference, we schedule them in 2-year spurts. So we try to stagger them. So this will be the second year of our Menominee Falls matchup. We'll be looking for a new matchup soon. Maybe that'll be Menominee Falls again. Maybe we'll sign up for another 2 years. Maybe it'll be somebody different. Watertown's got another year. They just signed the contract to come here next year. So just got that through my email about an hour ago, actually. And it's something that's important to me. Rivalries are important. Having stakes is important. We're close together. We're two very like-sized communities. We should be playing each other. And I know the AD over there in Watertown, Justin Crandall, he feels very much the same way. So hopefully we can keep this thing going on. And what a way to start the year every year. If you could count on week one, that rivalry game right away, how cool is that?
Amen to that. And something I wish colleges would take it a little bit of your tone of voice here is, rivalries are what makes sports special. It's that friendly rivalry. You're 30 minutes away from this team. It's a special night to get out there, and it was a great turnout. Even that Dodge County Fair was going on. But, Ryan, there's other sports that are coming into their season 2, and one I want to ask you about. We have a new coach in Summer Salatel. I know she was on the staff before, but this is going to be her first season with the big whistle, so to speak. How excited are you to get to see her get to work and what her interactions with the kids and so on?
Well, she has the advantage because she took over a couple of games for Coach Pickett's last year when he was out. So she was able to work with this team in a head coaching capacity a little bit. But like you said, she's got the big whistle now. It all falls on her. And so from what I've seen in practice so far and just the vibes I've gotten around the team, things are in a real positive area. She's brought on some former players to help her out as well. And in being an alumnus of Beaver Dam, I know there's a lot of pride in making sure this program is where it needs to be. Volleyball needs to be a top-tier sport for us. We need to be competitive in that, and she knows that, and she knows she's got some work cut out for her to continue to build. But everything that I've seen so far, the girls are working hard. They're excited. They're happy to be there, and I think this team will be competitive. Check back with me in a couple seasons to see where we're at. I have really good feelings that Summer's going to get this thing where it needs to be.
You kind of actually popped a question in my head there, but as an athletic director, I imagine in high school it's a little different, but very similar to when you get to the college level where you have expectations at a school like Beaver Dam to be very competitive and being good in all these sports. How do you kind of weigh that versus the impact they're having on the actual students themselves? Like, how do you go into evaluating success or what that looks like?
Well, first of all, I'll tell you that a lot of ADs, when they talk to their coaches, they won't talk about winning because it's so hard at the high school level to really establish that from year to year. But I tell our coaches straight up, it's important that we win because our community takes pride in the success of our student athletes. But winning only matters if you do it the right way, and our kids need to be taking care of business in the classroom. They need to be doing the right thing in the community. They need to be working hard in the practice room. They need to be excelling on the court, the field, in the pool, on the mat, on the ice. Look, you can take shortcuts and win, but you're not going to feel good about it. So winning is important, but it's only important when it's done the right way, and that's what we stress with our coaches, and we hold our coaches accountable to, and they hold their kids to that too. So in a sense, like college, there are expectations. This community has expectations that we are competitive in the sports we are. The one thing that really drew me to Beaver Dam when I was first coming here is this community has a lunch pail attitude. We're going to work. We're going to take our lunch pail. We're going to work hard. We're going to get ready. We don't care who we're taking on. We're going to fight them all, and we're going to give them hell out there.
Ryan, I'm so excited to be able to actually talk to you each week, and I felt like the last few years I've really got a good baseline of Beaver Dam athletics now that I've been here a few years. But now it's time for me to start diving in really hard, and you're going to be a conduit to make me actually know what I'm talking about here. But before we say goodbye today, anything else that we have to keep on our radars as the fall season, school's getting back in? What do we need to know about with Beaver Dam high school athletics?
Well, there's two things. Beaver Dam has moved to Bound, the Bound system, so all of our information is on gobound.com. And you can select Wisconsin, you can select Beaver Dam, and all of our information is there. So we've moved sites. And then what we're really excited about, of course, every year is homecoming. That'll be here before you know it. The homecoming football game and parade is on September 25th this year, so mark your calendars for that. Homecoming week is the week of September 21st. Lots of activities going on, and I really think we're going to have, I mentioned it at the beginning of championship season, but I think we're going to be very competitive in all of our sports. So it should be a fun fall season capped off with a great homecoming week.
Ryan, you're the man. I'm excited to talk to you each Tuesday, but until then, let me know your thoughts on the Beaver Dam, a.k.a. the Green Bay Packers' new uniforms. I'm interested to hear what you think about that.
Will do.
Ryan, you're the man. We'll talk to you next week.
We'll talk to you later.
There he goes. Ryan Gerber, the athletic director here with the Beaver Dam Unified School District. Awesome guy. I'm so excited to have a chance to really dive into all these sports from his perspective, what it might look like on the back end of things. It's going to be a fun fall. So very excited to welcome Ryan Gerber each week. Now we're going to take a final break of the day, but when we come back, we have a very special guest. We have the queen of the castle. We have Sheri Sackett joining me on the Damn Sports Show. Gonna do a little Confidential Cabana on a Tuesday this time with no show Monday. That's next here on the Damn Sports Show.
Here's a look at your weatherology forecast. Chance of thunderstorms tonight, otherwise partly cloudy. Lows around 63. Winds out of the south, 8 to 15 miles per hour. Sunshine mixed with clouds at times again. Tomorrow, slight chance of thunderstorms. Daytime highs approaching 82. Lows level off around 59. Tomorrow night, clear skies. I'm meteorologist Jennifer Wojcicki on 1430 ESPN Beaver Dam. Right now, 78.
Keep up to date with all the latest going on in high school athletics across the region by heading to the sports tab at DailyDodge.com. Local scores, interviews, and more.
Save big on everything for your next project now at Menards. Flat panel LED utility lights are packed with industry-leading lumens that provide longer lasting life and uniform illumination. Whether it's a small, dim closet space or a large, low-lit warehouse, Menards has the best lighting options for any sized room. Save big on Menards' selection of utility lighting, plus view our weekly flyer on Menards.com to check out all the great deals happening now.
Save big money at Menards.
Big brats and big bucks.
Hit all the stops for the 2026 Brat Fry and Summer Sweepstakes season. Presented by Hometown Glass and Improvement and Newman Pools. No food or drink purchase necessary to participate in the contest. Buy a delicious Pernitz Premium Brat with a soda or water, and proceeds will help with the John Moser Children's Radiothon. All for just $2. Find the complete Brat Fry schedule on the Brat Fry page at DailyDodge.com.
Our next Brat Fry is Friday, August 28th, 11 to 1 at JB Mechanical, 805 Park Avenue in Beaver Dam.
Women's health is a lifelong journey. At Prairie Ridge Health, we're here with you every step of the way. From routine gynecology care to pregnancy, menopause, and everything in between, our team provides compassionate care tailored toward women. Now offering certified nurse midwives and urogynecology care. Learn more at prairieridge.health/women's health. Prairie Ridge Health, inspired by you.
It happens without warning. And when it's a truck crash, everything changes. Trucking and insurance companies know how to protect themselves after a crash. Call Gruber Law Offices and let us protect your rights. Never take on the insurance company alone. We've got the knowledge, skills, and resources to fight and win. And you pay nothing up front to get the help you need. Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
Thinking about upgrading your appliances? Now's a great time. It's Josh Schneider from Silica for your home. During LG Days at Silica, get up to $500 in rebates on qualifying LG appliance purchases, including up to $150 back on select LG laundry packages and up to $150 back on select kitchen packages. Plus, enjoy free delivery and installation on hundreds of LG appliances. The LG Days Savings event is happening now through August 26th at Silica for your home, Fond du Lac, Beaver Dam, Watertown, or shopsilica.com.
I've been a member for a long time. I prefer the credit union over a bank, and the interest rate on my credit card is so much better.
Market-leading rates and supportive staff help you maximize your money at every stage.
Every employee I have interacted with has been excellent and has made me feel like a valued member. The rates are competitive, but the employees serving the members are exceptional.
Get where you're going faster with great rates and exceptional service. Visit mpeople.com to learn more. Federally insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
Snakes, zombies, public speaking. The list of fears is endless. But the real danger is in your hand when you're behind the wheel. Distracted driving is what's really scary and even deadly. Eyes forward, don't drive distracted. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
They're doing their best to work like Wildy today. What's your excuse? Don't let your eyes or ears miss anything happening on the Damn Sports Show. Presented by Real Sports Cards in Waupun.
Welcome back to the Dan Sports Show here on 1430 ESPN Beaver Dam and Daily Dodge TV. Wally Lukachinsky with Sheri Sackett making her ESPN Beaver Dam.
I'm here. You finally let me in.
What do you mean let you? I feel like for years I've been like, Sheri, you're welcome to come on the show. And you're like, no, I don't want to be there.
I don't feel like that's how it's gone down. Like, this is your show. I felt like I had to be invited.
Well, you've been invited, and especially now going down this little stretch here, I'm going to have different teammates around the office in this fourth block. I want to get to know you guys more, and you guys get to be involved with these games that we've been doing on the Damn Sports Show in the Confidential Cabana.
Oh, boy. I've heard rumors about the Confidential Cabana, but you going to tell me exactly what that means?
Yeah, so I'll even walk you through this. So when this started, you've heard me say this around the office before. So it's like the trust tree. I got tired of hearing the trust tree. Everybody says it is played out. So I started making my own. We got the Confidential Cabana, Santa's Secret Shop. There's a million different acronyms. I'm going to find.
I kind of like that one, actually.
The Santa Secret
Yes.
Shop. Today's version is the Santa Secret Shop.
All right.
And all it is, it doesn't have to be sports. It can be if you want it to be, but it is something that you want to get off your chest. Whether that is, it's a positive, it's a negative, it's something that riled you up. This is that safe space that you get to get your grievances out into the world.
Okay.
And I will get us started so you can kind of see how this goes.
Great.
Because there is a commercial that everybody has seen over the last, I want to say, decade now. Natalie Portman is in it. And I believe it is a Dior cologne commercial.
Yes, I know what you're talking about.
Those commercials set me off for no reason whatsoever every time I see it. It's just like 28 minutes or seconds of like frolicking through the flowers. I'm laying on like a king-size bed, but it's actually a flower. I'm in the nature. And then it's just like, love, do you want to, or like, what are you going to do for it? Are you going to chase it? And then it's like, Dior. It makes no sense whatsoever.
None of those. No, I agree with you. Okay, I 100% agree with you on that. Those commercials, none of them. So there are other ones too, like there are Johnny Depp cologne ones, like Sauvignon or whatever that's called, and those drive me crazy too because they like nothing makes sense in those commercials. I'm not sure what they're actually trying to sell.
The only thing I can think of, and I'm like, maybe this is something we bring here to the station. It's so aggressively bad, almost on purpose, that it makes me wonder, is it like, it's so bad, look, I'm talking about it right now.
Yeah.
Do I just start making awful commercials and then just go, Tom, real sports cards. It's me like eating a piece of pizza, swimming in a pool or something like that, and then just at the end, real sports cars and mobile.
Apparently, there needs to be no connection in advertising anymore.
Yes. I want it to be like, if it makes sense, that's not what I'm looking for.
I also feel like Calvin Klein commercials can kind of be that way too, like for the underwear.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, wait a second. Wait, what's happening here? I'm not sure. Like, I think they're trying to sell underwear, but do they really have to be doing what they're doing right now only in underwear?
Yeah.
Probably not.
Well, yeah, and it'll be a guy that, like, I remember, like the old magazines, they don't do them as much anymore. Mm-hmm. You'll just have those ads, and it's going to be this strapping young guy who's in good shape.
Yeah, that's the other thing.
And then he's like, got a baseball swing, and then it's like he's just in his briefs, and you're like,
why can't it be like a dad bod guy?
I should be like,
or menopause belly woman.
Yes,
why can't it be those? Because they represent a majority of the population, not the people in the ads.
We're the right side of history here. I want us to be getting our little. I think that makes sense. That I should be the person that's getting the underwear spots. Like, I should be that guy.
Yes, I think you should be too. I would be on board with that.
Yeah,
any side hustle that you want to do, I will support.
Well, I heard Wade Bates was trying to get a foot OnlyFans, so I don't know if that's where we're going.
For himself?
Yeah, just selling feet pics.
Of his feet?
Yeah, there's people out there, but there's weird people out there, Sheri.
That's true. And curious people. So this is how Confidential Cabana works.
Yeah. You see how it is now. Is there something that you have to get off your chest? Good, bad, ugly?
It's not ugly, for sure. And I don't even think it's bad. But I will say, like, I don't understand why cereal is not considered soup.
Okay, so this is interesting. So it's the same argument that people have when they talk about brats or hot dogs. Is that a sandwich? You have
I see.
Okay.
And you have
the meat. Is that technically a sandwich?
But is it though? Is it the same as that? Is that really equal? Because you have it. Cereal is soup. Is just like a breakfast soup. It's a cold soup.
Why is it soup? If I feel like milk in it makes it tough to be soup.
Because there's liquid. It's a liquid.
Well, I mean, where do you draw the line on that?
It's a liquid and a solid.
So my grandmother used to do this thing where she'd call it hamburger soup. And it was truly, peace and love, Mama's probably not listening right now in southwestern Ohio.
Okay.
So I can say this. We're in the Confidential Cabana after all.
Yeah.
She's the worst cook I've ever met in my life. I don't know what happened. It skipped a generation. My mom is a tremendous cook. But my mama,
I love that you call her Mama. That's adorable.
She was a Southern grandma. I mean, Papa on that side.
Yeah.
But Mama would always say, we're making hamburger soup today. And I never was like a soup guy. It was just ground beef. She'd cut up into like tiny pieces and put ketchup all over it and mix it up.
That sounds more like a sloppy Joe.
It basically was.
Yeah.
It's in a bowl. The liquidy. Is that actually hamburger?
No, you cannot compare ketchup and milk.
Why not?
Because milk is actually a liquid.
Well, yeah, but
ketchup is not a liquid. You don't drink ketchup.
You could.
You shouldn't.
Well,
it is not meant for that.
Well, okay, so where's the line, though? So if I had
Okay, just wait. Or a little question. So, if cereal is not a soup, what is it?
It's breakfast.
Is it like a salad with milk? Like, what is it?
Never. Everything doesn't have to be in a box. You don't. Well, calling that a soup just feels like you're just trying to create a conflict.
I'm not trying to create a conflict. I think any time you have a liquid in a solid, you're creating a soup.
So is a hot dog a sandwich?
Yes.
This is wild. I can't. It's like
And you know what? Chili doesn't have noodles, so there's that as well.
Is chili a soup?
Yes. If it has noodles, it's a soup. Chili itself is not a soup. It's a branch of soup.
It's a branch of soup. There's like a different distinction for it.
Yes. 100%.
I mean, Sheri, oh my goodness.
What?
I'm a little bit of a loss for words right now, but that's okay. That's why we're in the Confidential Cabana. This is a safe space for you. Does it feel safe in here?
No, I feel very uncertain of my opinion now. Like maybe I'm wrong.
Well, okay. Well, when you're having, I got a two-parter here, and then I know we got to wrap up here today.
Okay, fine. What?
But first of all, what's the cereal of choice?
These days, probably like a Special K strawberry something. Have you had the yogurt kind? Yum.
Are you slurping it like soup when you get to the bottom of that too?
No, but that's only because though I don't like to drink milk anymore.
Then why are you eating cereal?
Because it's soup and you need milk in your cereal because otherwise it's dry and it kind of hurts your mouth.
It does. But
cereal by itself hurts your mouth.
Breakfast.
You need the milk to soften it.
I don't know if you've known this. I've gotten a lot of grief on this show previously.
You don't eat breakfast?
I can't say that word. Breakfast.
Why?
I don't know.
You just always stumble over it?
I don't know if it's like there's a disconnect in my brain where I can't say breakfast.
Do you eat breakfast?
You know, I used to eat more and I need to get back to it, but it's one of those where I'm like, would I rather wake up an extra half hour early, make something for myself, or get a little extra sleep? I'm usually like, I'll take the sleep, I'll come back, I'll have my lunch, I'll get my dinner later, I'm good to go.
I'm going to own something here, okay?
Ooh, this is the place to do it.
I have a feeling that maybe my attitude about cereal and soup is because I don't love cooking. I'm a good cook, but I don't like doing it. And maybe it makes me feel just a little fancy, like I'm accomplishing something in making my breakfast, in air quotes, by calling it cereal soup. I don't know.
I might see. The problem is if we embark on this around the office, you realize that people are going to be very upset with us because this is not going to be received well. That's going on the board tomorrow. I'm asking people, is cereal considered a soup? And you're going to see, I'm going to vote for you. You've won me over here today.
I don't think I have, but you're sweet.
I'm trying. But it's not a soup.
Okay.
But I'm going to write it for you.
Maybe it's just like the chilled cousin of hot soup.
The chilled cousin of hot soup. Sheri, I am so excited to have you on the Damn Sports Show a little bit more.
I hope you'll have me again.
I'm going to have you on. I'm going to try to have you on at least once a week. If not, I can get you twice a week. Maybe we're going to figure that out. But going to be a fun stretch to get you on the show. And I want you to start thinking about these takes because there's going to be a lot more coming.
Yeah, I probably have a lot of angry things I should get out. Things that just really annoy me. Well, I'm bringing it here.
Trivia, and I won't cheat. I won't look at the clock like Wade does in the morning show.
Is that not annoying?
They're talking about confidential.
I feel like that's good. Is that
real?
Is that real? Yes, he really does it. I watch him turn and glance at the clock when he's choosing between a multiple choice question. It's the weirdest thing. No, but he gets it right every time. He is the world's best guesser.
I don't believe him.
That doesn't mean he's the smartest. It means he's the world's best guesser.
That's why he got here. We all got to the same place in the end, so that's a little startling.
Yeah, I guess so. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for being on. That is going to do it for us here on the Damn Sports Show today. We will be back same time, same place tomorrow with another edition here on 1430 ESPN Beaver.